This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.
Before we get to the lot, let's hear from our sponsors.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Like easier than pronouncing Worcestershire? Nope, Worcester. Worcestershire. Yeah, there's no way anyone gets that on the first try. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank.
Hey everybody, it's episode 129 of Beers in the Lot. Real quick, I got to tell you about our merchandise store, beersinthelot.com/shop. We've got our new logo on some hoodies and t-shirts. Check it out. It's the logo that's on our new jerseys that we're taking up to the Wally Ice Fest this coming weekend. So go have a look at beersinthelot.com/shop. And while you're there, find the link to our Discord, beersinthelot.com/discord. That'll get you into our Discord server and you can get in touch with us or just talk hockey with us and some other listeners. So I'm trying to come up with a synopsis of what we talked about this episode, and honestly, we were everywhere. This is one of those episodes where we just had a blast no matter what we were talking about. I think we're just too hyped for Wally Ice Fest. So let's get to it. Here we go. What you got over there, Johnny?
So I'm actually drinking. I held up my growler because I didn't have one, so I actually went somewhere to get one because they do growler fills from Rockwell Brewery in Frederick, the Dad Pilsner. Not bad. Riggs, what are you drinking this evening?
So I too filled up my growler today. I have from Foam Brewers in Burlington, Vermont, a Galaxy 500. It is a double IPA, very big, very flavorful, as most Vermont beers are. It's, yeah, exactly. It's the new model. It's a Galaxy 500.
Samsung.
Yeah,
it's a Galaxy 500. Galaxy spelled with an IE. Yeah, instead of a Y. So, yeah, it's actually really good, as most Vermont beers are. So
it's good to see you're taking it easy before our big weekend.
Well, as I told you guys, I'm kind of out of beer in the house. I didn't plan going into the week very well. So, yeah, I got a nice big Vermont double IPA from Foam Brewers.
Excellent.
Right on.
Danny, what do you have?
So, I didn't get the memo that it was growler night. So I got one of my favorites from Flying Dog, Fruit Punch IPA. Bloodline Fruit Punch IPA.
Yeah.
Good. Solid. I love it. What do you got tonight, Aaron?
Well, out of Great Lakes Brewing, I have a crush-worthy citrus wheat with orange and lemon in it. It's pretty good. I feel like I could crush this. Maybe I will. I don't know. It seems worthy. Anyway.
Crush it like Quinn.
It's pretty good beer. Daniel, Rook, before we keep going, say something.
Hello?
You're on mute, dude.
Is your mic like further away, maybe?
My mic is further away.
I can't hear him at all.
Move it closer.
You can't hear me at all?
Yeah,
I can hear him.
I
can't hear him at all.
Oh.
Well, not you don't have to eat the mic.
That's a little close.
Why can't I hear Dan?
I don't know. Well, why can't you?
I don't know.
Do you have him muted?
I don't think so.
Oh, dang, he muted you.
He was like, I don't want to hear that guy.
That's fucked up.
No, it's good. Where you have it now is perfect, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, leave it where it's at there.
Why can't I hear him?
Unmute me.
Well, don't worry about it, John. Daniel rarely talks anyway, so
That's fucked up, Aaron.
That is fucked up.
Talk now, you jabroni.
Hey.
Some motherfucker. All right, we're good. I think I know what happened. I think I know. So as you notice, maybe part of it is because I'm traveling back in time this evening because there's not a lot of good hockey games on. I'm watching the 1989 Stanley Cup Final Game 6 between the Habs and the Flames. So,
nice.
Right on.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of memorable names in that series in general, actually. Yeah. So
see that on your TV, and I was like, what
Lanny.
the hell is that mask?
Most notably.
Is that Patrick Waugh? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It is.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really nice of you to like have in the background for us to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to give you guys something, you know?
Considering there's only one NHL game on tonight.
Yeah.
Who is
And
it?
it's blacked out for half of the people that use ESPN or Hulu
That's right.
because it's NHL Network. I don't like that.
So dumb.
I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Yeah, you know what? Let's beef about that.
Oh
Let's
my god, it
Let's
sucks.
beef about ESPN Plus blacking out games.
No, it's not. It's not ESPN Plus.
Or whatever,
It's
local.
if it's no, if it's on NHL Network, they have exclusive rights. So
For those specific games, yeah.
right. So all the local feeds that you could get through ESPN Plus are blacked out unless you're in that area, in that region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
It's so dumb. It's like, why pay for the service when you're not going to be able to watch the games?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
What was it? The other week, like the Caps played on an NHL Network game, like a Thursday night or some bullshit, I think. Something like that. And it was blacked out. And I was like, are you kidding me?
It's
Like,
not blacked out locally though, because
No. But I'm talking about like,
the
yeah.
regionals still get to broadcast.
Yeah.
So you would still get like the home, like if it was, I think Thursday was Pittsburgh and Washington. So if
Yeah.
you were in Pittsburgh market or DC market, you would get the home broadcast for both teams in each market. But if you were, in Chicago or something, you couldn't get either regional broadcast if it was on NHL Network. You'd have to have some sort of cable or satellite package with NHL Network.
Which sucks because I'm sure being in Chicago, you don't want to watch that team. So, yeah.
Their team sucks, so they might want to watch any other hockey. I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe that's the target market for those ESPN Plus.
Is your team
out-of-market
bad? Watch a
games.
different team.
Yeah, watch somebody else.
Yeah.
Watch good hockey.
Actually, the other night I did watch on Saturday. I couldn't sleep. So I actually watched the Edmonton and the Chicago game when the E-Bug went in for the last like minute or something.
Oh yeah,
Which is
cool.
that was kind of cool because like the guy got the call at like 4:30. So I saw that real time. And I was kind of like in my head at first, I was like, that's kind of disrespectful, like Jack Campbell. Like the guy played a decent game, he getting some confidence. You're just gonna yank him with like a minute 30. But apparently, like it was Connor's idea. He asked Jack. Jack was like, yeah, this is totally cool. Not a big deal.
Oh, he asked Jack.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
if you've seen Jack Campbell interviews, like
he's so
that
gracious
dude
and humble and
is
polite.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he would definitely be okay with
Well, I was,
that. Like,
and after the fact when I read all that, it was like totally cool. But I was more thinking like, get a complete game in. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't think he would be bad. I think it's more just the mental.
He got a
kinda
complete
thing.
game in.
He did,
know,
and
you had a
actually, the
cha- you
E-Bug
had a-
made a save.
Yeah, you had a
E-Bug
chance
made
to
it
give
safe.
somebody
Yeah,
a great memory like that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
awesome,
sure he was
man.
happy. And they gave him the.
That's what hockey's about, right there.
They gave him that Harley vest. I saw that. That was kind of cool. And then I watched the only other game in town, which is Arizona and Anaheim. Wolf. Oh,
Oh man,
those two teams blow. Like they are so bad. I mean, Arizona, we know it's just a badly ran organization. But like Anaheim, I was kind of shocked for some of the guys they have on the team. Like I'm not saying like kind of like if I was going to watch Boston or Tampa or anyone like that, where it's like you can clearly tell they got a system, they're moving, there's clear purpose when they go up the ice. Anaheim, I was just like, wow, just brutal.
it's early on in their rebuild.
It is. And I know Getzlaff's not there anymore. So like there's some, leadership gaps and all that. I did have an interesting conversation with someone last night. John Gibson, even though technically he's still in the age of his prime, do you think he's past his prime? Because his body's just beat down from just playing on like these Anaheim teams that constantly were,
Getting shelled every night.
yeah. I'm curious. I was having the conversation because he's a Pittsburgh dude. So there were a lot of talks,
Well, how
early on
old
in his
is he?
career. I think he's younger than Connor Hellebuyck.
He just butchered that. Holy shit!
Connor Hellebuyck?
Well, I was clearly
Aaron
not
did.
trying to get it right.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
You're saying it like Lake Wallapanaka or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Wallen Pal Pack.
Wallen Paul back. Or as Aaron says, Walmart snack pack.
Walmart snack pack.
Come on, man. We're gonna get up there, and if
Yeah.
anybody, I don't know if anybody's listening, they're gonna be like that Aaron guy. He just mispronounces our fucking lake all the time.
Actually, please, if we go up there and any of the locals are mean to Aaron, it would make my heart so happy. Just to see him, like, it's going to be double for you, sir.
I'm gonna mess their name up
Yeah.
so bad.
We're
No,
not
I've
just
actually-
skating on Wallen Pal pack though, right?
No, we're
Never.
on
No,
Lake,
we're on Crestwood.
we're on
yeah.
Lake Crestwood. Apparently, there's some sort of there's something about the ownership of the big Lake Wallen Pal Pack that that prevents the event from being there. So
That's the lake
Yeah.
Eric and I are going to do the Wim Hof in, though.
yeah, we're gonna do
Mm.
the Wim Hof method in Lake
I will be-
Wallen Pal Pack.
I'll be holding the camera.
That's fine.
Have fun with
That's
that.
fine. Hey, man, you want to know how you don't get a cold? You go into the cold. That's exactly how you do it. That's how you do it. So, just a thought.
Anyway, how old is John Gibson?
29.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
29
man.
years old.
He's
So,
still
like,
young.
in terms of goalie, he still has, like,
Yeah,
he's like on that cusp of prime slash.
he's starting to get
There.
to the other side of the the curve.
But for
right?
goalies, like 30, 31, 32, 33, that's like that's kind of like their sweet spot because they got a good check on technique. They've seen a lot. They read the game. So he's like right either on the cusp or he's in it, air quotes now. So
That wasn't his first team, was it?
that's the only team he's ever played for.
Yeah, he came up with them. Yeah.
He was drafted, and actually he's essentially had the starting position like pretty damn close. I mean, they did have who was that Swiss goaltender? Man, it's gonna grind me because I can't remember his name. They had him a little bit as like a stopgap, and then Johnny Gibson kind of took the reins. Interesting question for Anaheim because they're definitely in the Bedard chase.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, is Gibson that guy? It's gonna get you there.
I don't know, but I also was having a conversation like with that too. I'm like, if you're a playoff team, do you really need a damn goalie?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're a playoff team,
I would argue you have your
you
one,
have a
your
goalie?
1A or 1B.
Yeah.
And I think if you're kind of like, I think if you're like debating a goalie trade, you're in that pretender stage where you're like a wild card team and you think it'll get you out of the first round, but it really ain't gonna help you. Like maybe it'll
Yeah.
make the games closer, but I don't think it's
Yeah.
going to.
I think the goalie situation needs to be established before going into the playoffs. I don't think it needs to be like, oh, we're gonna trade for this goalie to get us to the to get us through the playoffs. I think the goalie needs to be the guy. Yeah, like he needs to be there through the year, going through it with the rest of the guys.
Mm.
I don't think you're gonna trade for a goalie that's gonna come in and start for you and get you all the way through to the cup.
Not to say it can't happen, of course, but
That's what I'm wondering is,
yeah.
has that happened?
Pittsburgh Penguins won a few rounds with two goalies in like a span of like 3 years. They got Ron Tugnut and they got the Moose, Johan Hedberg. They got them both at trade deadline. But I mean, it only got them X amount far. They didn't,
They didn't make the cup.
they didn't make the cup. So
Mm.
it's kind of like if that's your blue chip you need to play to get in your eyes to the cup, like it's like you're not going to pick like a Vasilevsky off somebody. You're not. There's no way in hell.
No, nobody would let him go.
It seems like such a drastic move.
Yeah.
Like if you're having to trade assets to get a goalie for whatever reason, that just seems like a huge move compared to like, we need a right shot defenseman, or we need a winger, we need
Or
a
a
middle
bottom
six,
six grinder,
we need,
yeah.
we need a middle six winger, or
Yeah.
whatever, or we need the goal line guy for the power play, whatever that is. Like those type of things seem so like there's like less impact there than if you have to change one of the two goalies that you're dressing
Yeah.
every game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in like kind of funny enough, a big trade happened today, the Bo Horvat trade.
Yeah.
Their goalie Sorokin is playing really well. That team in general is underperforming, and part of me is like, Bo Horvat will help you most definitely, but I don't think he's getting into the playoffs because
No, they're not going
the
to
New
need
York-
this
you
year.
can't do enough.
Okay. The New York Islanders have traded away their
Yeah.
2023 first
Yep.
round pick, which
Mhm.
means that will make 4 straight years where they did not have a first round pick. And so this next draft, unless there's like a conditional there. So if
It's
if-
lotto
if-
protected.
if
It is a lotto protected
yeah,
pick.
if Vancouver ends up in the top 12 in the lotto, then it moves to 2024 or whatever. Anyway, basically it's going to end up that the Islanders lose that first round pick, and they're going to end up 4 straight years now, no first round pick. Beauvillier's gone, and that Ratty kid's gone.
Who's actually not bad.
Two very good young players, and arguably their best prospect in the system is gone now.
He had 10 points at the World Junior Championships.
Right. So
Mortgaging the future.
they have mortgaged
little
the
bit, yeah.
future for a rental. And
Yeah, because
their-
who's to say he's going to
they're-
sign there?
their
Right.
playoff picture is not clear. So
What are they doing?
They got to beat
Lou.
out the Caps and the Pens for that. Come
Lou.
for the crown, dog. Come on, Lou.
Lou Lamoriello.
That's why I said it in our Discord. I'm like, Lou's out of the retirement home. Like he's it just makes no sense. It's such like it's almost like he's hoping to like catch lightning in a bottle. Almost like that Taylor Hall trade years ago where like Taylor Hall through Jersey put up so many points in that move to like essentially power that Jersey team, which wasn't a bad team. It just was probably like a little ahead of where they needed to be. And because of his play down the stretch, it like helped. But like Bo Horvat, could he do that? Probably. I'm sure he can, but it's like, it's not going to do anything because they're essentially hoping, keyword, that he signs in the offseason. I can tell you no matter what, his kind of ceiling is below Matt Barzal anyway. Because Matt Barzal is the number one guy on that team, money-wise, which makes sense. I like Matt Barzal. But like, I don't know. There's going to be a ton of other teams. Bo Horvat's going to score 40 this year, most likely. I think he's like in the 30s right now or like pretty damn close. So
Might be tough on the Islanders. They're not.
yeah, screw that. That's the other thing.
They're not a. They're
Like,
not a very. they're-
good point on that.
They don't play like a, high scoring sort of offensive style. So
Yeah, it's 31 as of today.
okay, so he only needs 9 more. All right,
Yeah,
Sure.
he'll get 40.
a little less than half the season left. Okay, you all right? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm good now. Oh, I was just so distraught for Bo. I'm so upset. I'm so upset for all
It
those
looked like you-
Vancouver players.
Looks like you almost threw up in your mouth there for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, just thinking about it.
the deal just disgusted you.
It's so gross. It's just so gross. Well, I think it's kind of funny too. Like, so they were like, "Oh, we need," Jim Rutherford goes back to him a little bit, like with the major surgery. You hire Rick Tocchet. Rick Tocchet probably has spent a lot of time the last like couple of days talking to Bo about the team. Though he's, Bo like, "Hey, oh, Rick's calling me. New phone. Who dis?" Like he's like, I don't need to talk to you anymore. It would be interesting if at some point, because he's going to be dealing with New York media, if one of those guys or gals in New York media gets all the little bit of gossip out of Vancouver, like what was really going on. I read a good Athletic piece this week about Boudreaux. Didn't badmouth it, said he was very grateful, all that stuff. One awesome like little caveat he had in his contract though was just pretty tight. He had like 10 flights he could use from Vancouver to Hershey.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So he had to fly to Harrisburg. For those of you that aren't familiar, it's very close, but he apparently like had a plane ticket booked on Monday morning already. Like he
Yeah.
bought it Friday, knowing full well. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get that sucks." Feel bad for the guy. It's not
Well,
right.
he's got his junior team in Hershey, and
Sick logo still.
kind of yeah. Their uniform.
Hershey Cubs.
Cool as shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Quick intermission break while we get a word in from our sponsors.
Shouldn't having conversations with your money be easy? Like easier than pronouncing Worcestershire? Nope. Worcester. Huh. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Oh, man. Yeah, there's no way anyone gets that on the first try. F&M Trust is here to help you have better conversations with your money. Our business banking relationship managers deliver the personalized service and speedy responses that help your small business do big things. Go bank it easy at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC. Worcestershire. Worcestershire?
Is anybody else going to wear eye black?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have
Fuck
some
yeah.
upstairs.
I got some.
I don't know why it's
Step.
necessary, but sure, I'm gonna throw it on there.
Well, the sun.
It's called team bonding.
Yeah. It's going to be balls cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's the,
Yeah.
It's gonna be -8. Oh man.
I'm definitely
That's
wearing
pretty-
fucking cold gear underneath.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
brutal.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
got
gonna
extra
be cold.
turtlenecks if you guys want to
Well,
wear
I was trying to figure out, like, I'll definitely, like, I have Under Armour cold gear, right? And then I'll have like a hoodie and then jersey. But then I was trying to figure out, because I want to wear elbows because I'm gonna fall.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm
fall.
wearing elbows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall.
Yep.
But I don't know how I'm gonna be able to fit them over like those couple layers.
I'm not wearing a hoodie. I'm just going to wear Under Armour
So-
cold gear.
Oh, bro.
Go out there.
It's
I'll
gonna-
I'll move faster because I'm freezing. That's
Now,
exactly what I'm
well,
going to do.
the good, yeah,
So don't
the
worry
good
about
thing
like
is
the wind.
we
Yeah,
only
just-
play during daylight hours, so the sun will be out.
Yeah.
Right. Like at night, it's supposed to be -8 and -2 and whatever.
Mhm.
It's not gonna
So-
matter at night for us.
No, we'll be comfortable inside of a bar or in the game room in the cabin.
Oh yes.
Or it'll just be so banged up, we'll be warm.
Well, that's how people get hypothermia, and
Yep. That's how you have a bad time.
that's how you have
Oh, yeah.
that's how you have a bad time. Yeah, that's how yeah.
If you don't stay warm, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Well, field reporter Ross was already giving me like his Lieutenant Dan speech this morning about like, bro, you gotta change your socks all the time. It's gonna be wet. Can't be out there in the cold.
trench
Your
foot.
wet socks. Yeah, trench foot. I told Ross like I wanted to tell Ross like, hey Ross, there have only been 2 times that I am aware of that trench foot has ever happened. One, a billion cases obviously during World War I. The other time was apparently at a music festival in England when the rainstorm happened and like a bunch of big bands were playing there. That's the only 2 like documented trench foot things I've ever seen in my life. So we'll see. It'll be okay.
It'll be fine.
I really don't think I'm gonna sweat enough.
No,
Yeah. Well, you better, Danny, you better move so you don't have to wear
I'm taking
that
30
sick
second
earring.
shifts.
Yeah. You're going to have to wear that sick earring if you don't skate hard enough.
yeah.
We have
What's the rules
Wait,
for
is
this?
that a
we have
punishment?
we have a full yeah, good point. So we have a little points bet this weekend just for overall points, and I'm sure it's somewhat to interpretation as well. Just as like a fun little thing we could do on the side. If you lose for Sunday OFBG, not this upcoming Sunday, the following Sunday, you have to wear like a Barry Bonds earring while you're playing in the game. So it's
You're not
gonna
gonna be able to
magnetic.
see
We're
it
not
while
gonna
you're playing.
pierce it.
You're not gonna be able to see it while you're playing. But you could do a warm. You could do the warm up skate with it. No bucket.
Oh,
No
gosh,
bucket
that'd be
warm
so
up skate with it.
Oh,
God.
certain ref won't.
Oh
let
yeah.
you
Certain
do
ref will let
that.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
You got to wear it in the lot.
Yeah, that's it.
Wear
You
it in
gotta
the
wear
lot.
the- yeah, you gotta
you have to
you
wear
gotta-
it in the lot. Yeah,
Yep.
you gotta wear your team
In.
jersey, your Zubaz, and the
Zubaz,
Barry
yeah.
Bonds cross earing.
yeah.
Please don't get on gear while you have to do this. Whoever does this, you do not have to do steroids. You don't have to do that. That's a punishment. You can also you could either wear the black or the crema color jersey. You do not. Yeah, I'm gonna say crema. Yeah,
We'll
you,
try to church it up.
Color church.
yeah. You can do whatever you want.
La
Yeah,
creme.
don't try to church it up. You can pick on that one, but it has to be Zubaz, jersey, and Barry Bonds.
So this is most points in the
No. Whoever has the
Fewest
least
points.
is doing this.
least points.
Yes,
We got
least
to make
points.
sure we tell the other two.
Least
Yeah,
points.
yeah. They
we
know,
all
they
agreed
know.
to it. We
We
did
all
the
agreed.
hand thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we all
did.
put our
We
hands in.
We all threw our
Both our
hands.
Oh, is that the
in.
hand
Did
thing?
That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hand.
I was talking to somebody else and I came in. I was like, yeah, hand in.
Danny just had severe FOMO.
I
He was
did.
like, "Oh, they're putting their hands in."
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's great.
we'll
That'll
probably
be
get
fun.
shut out 2 games. So I
No.
don't know what we're
No.
gonna do.
I don't think so.
If we get shut out in Pond, we got problems.
I think we'll be all right. I think we're
Yeah.
gonna be okay here.
I'm
Yeah.
just happy there's only 3 games. So we'll be fine.
well, yeah,
Isn't there a fourth
Depending
on
on-
Sunday?
yeah. Depending on what happens, yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It sounds like everybody plays 4. So
That's what I
Yeah, I
thought
think they
too,
try
yeah.
to find a spot for you. So
yeah, everybody plays
cool.
4. Yeah.
yeah, I
So
agree.
we're playing
excited.
Sunday, and then we'll come home and we'll play OFBG that night.
Yep.
Thank God we have something to do instead of watching the All-Star game this week. God,
Jeez.
I'm so
You
happy.
have- dude,
This
I
was
am
like
so
the
happy.
this was like the first season that like the All-Star break came and I'm really like really disappointed. Like last year I was kind of like getting into that mood where it's like, yeah, it kind of sucks, but then it's like, oh, you know, there's some hockey on. There's some hockey on. It's cool. This year I'm just like fully out. Just don't even come at me with it.
Well, this year they're doing what is it? They're doing like some dunk tank and then a golf
dunk
type.
tank.
Yeah, they're doing like a dunk tank
Dunk tank.
dunk
Didn't they
tank.
do that? They did that in Vegas, didn't they? Did something with a dunk
No,
tank?
they did like the Bellagio fountains thing. They kind of had that, and then they did something else too. This
So
year they're doing a
stupid.
little more. Part of me is like, I don't care.
What is the
Like
dunk
I
tank?
don't. I think it's going to be accuracy. I think that's how they're going to do accuracy. Like you got to shoot the dunk tank.
Oh, and hit and then dump the guy
Sounds
in the water.
so familiar to me. It sounds like that's been done before for some reason. I don't know.
I'm sure it has. At local fairs and festivals throughout the country.
Didn't we do it? Didn't OFPG do it at a
we
summer
did
tournament?
Yeah, we
That's
did.
right.
right?
Yeah,
we did have
we
a
did
dunk
that.
tank years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, OFPG did that. Remember?
Yeah, we did it. I don't think it did much though.
Yeah, but it was
'Cause, like,
funny.
It was
fun.
funny,
It was
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because
Sure.
everybody would be like, "Oh, it's $5," and then we're like, "I'll give you 20, and I'm gonna just go hit the button." And then that's what it turned into.
Yeah, it did.
I was gonna go hit the button, and then it even got to the point. I mean, weird with our group, like people were walking just out of the rink and just walking up to the button and smacking it. They're like, "Hey,
you
come
know.
on, throw your money in."
It
Yeah,
was all for a good cause.
it was all. Yeah, exactly. So it's all for funds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we using that?
We're
What?
using what?
What we just were talking about? We were
I don't
kind of
know.
everywhere there. We kind
Chop
of
it up.
I guess.
You're the producer.
We are all
We are
over the place
All
right
over
Yeah.
the place.
It
We
is
went from
fun.
like
Wait,
definitely
we
can't
are-
use this into like
we-
yeah, let's just
Yeah.
We are-
sanitize it for the pod.
We are bouncing all over the place right now. Like,
we do need to bring it back to like we got to talk about the games last night.
Daniel, what
What?
happened in your game last night?
We got fucking smoked.
You got boat raced. You got boat raced. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Riggs,
no, we didn't
Riggs'
get boat
team.
raced. We got boated on. That's
Boated
just
on.
boated on.
they got ran over by the boat.
We
Yeah.
were the water. They were the boat.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. They got turned into a wake.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was- the opening face off was very close. Either both teams kind of had a chance to win that face
Could have
off.
went either way.
But then from there, it was pretty much decided.
Oh my.
Nice. Nice.
I think Riggs' team scored like what, a minute or two in,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah.
another minute or two later. Like I think that the first period ended 3-0, but
Yeah.
it might not have.
What did the game end?
It was
might have
3-0.
What did
been
the
worse.
game end at?
13-5?
12-5.
12-5?
12-5.
12-3.
5. We had
5.
Oh, then
Yeah.
you had 4. Yeah.
We had 5.
It was
Wait, so you had
12-4.
three.
It was
Wait,
12-4
so they had
then.
so they had
that's right.
3.
12-5.
They
No, it
had
was
3
12-4.
goals. So they had 3 goals or 2 goals.
Ross's goal went in. It went in. It went in.
There's no way it went in.
It was in.
There's no way it went in.
Actually, Aaron, you could look it up on Live Barn.
I could, but I won't.
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
It was that bad. Jeez.
It
Oh,
was pretty
dude, we
bad,
got
yeah.
pummeled.
What's that like? Just like skating into every game, not knowing you have any hope. Like you're just gonna get.
God,
Oh,
You're like,
We won
John.
the week before.
We haven't.
John.
We won a game.
John.
oh, you guys did win a game?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
my
won a
bad.
game.
last week.
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't know. I
and we're
honestly
gonna win
thought you
one
guys-
this week.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are.
Do we
We're
play
a-
you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we play your team then.
We're gonna
Yeah, you
beat
know
your
what?
ass.
Hey, you know what? You guys could literally play the live barn footage and just put it over this week's. You guys will be fine. Don't worry. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
We eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No.
All right, that'll do it for this one. So for those of you listening the first few days of February, by now you've probably figured out that we are going to the Wally Ice Fest in Newfoundland, Pennsylvania this coming weekend. So you can definitely anticipate that next Wednesday's episode is going to be chock full of hockey tournament content. Field reporter Ross and former guest and friend of the pod, Brando McGee, is going to be with us. So definitely be sure to catch next Wednesday's episode. And thank you so much for catching this week's episode. A special thanks to our Patreons and another shout out to everybody in Discord. Thank you so much for listening to me in these intros and outros. So on behalf of Daniel, Eric, and John, we hope you'll all have a great weekend. We sure plan to. We'll catch you next week. See ya.